and welcome to this premiere video edition of Radio Rustycon. I'm your host, JC, coming to you from the Seattle Center International Fountain. If you're coming in from YouTube, you just might be wondering what Rustycon is. Rustycon is a science fiction fantasy convention here in the Pacific Northwest. Now, when you hear the word science fiction fantasy convention, you might be thinking of those conventions that are often mocked on sketch comedy. You know, the ones where you have a whole bunch of geeks dressed up in weird, funky outfits, all Googling at the celebrity, yapping on end for hours and hours, and then at the end, they stand in a really huge long line and for a $50 autographed headshot. Well, Rustycon prides itself on being a lot more interactive in its programming. We have a broad range of topics for all types of congoers: gamers, videophiles, science and technology buffs, amateur writers, folk singers, art lovers, poets, costumers, and many others. Our programming tracks include interactive panels where you are encouraged to engage with the panelists and not just listen to a bunch of talking heads. We also have dances, the masquerade contest, 24-hour video programming, and much, much more. As Rustycon is celebrating its 25th anniversary, we decided to make this a year-long event. These video and audio podcasts to follow are just the first of what we hope to be many extra features to make this year just a little bit extra special. We'll have interviews with the movers and shakers of Northwest fandom, highlights and special coverage of upcoming science fiction and other fantasy events, and of course we'll have updates on Rustycon 25 itself. This year, we are thrilled to have Nebula Award-winning author Elizabeth Ann Scarborough as our writer guest of honor. Elizabeth won her Nebula Award in 1989 for her novel The Healer's War and has written more than 30 other novels, including the Pay-to-Be and Acorna series collaborations with Anne McCaffrey, and her own collections such as the Godmother series, Songkiller series, and Cleopatra series. Some of her standalone novels include Nothing Sacred, Last Refuge, and Carol for Another Christmas. Having Elizabeth join us for our anniversary is going to be a real treat. We are also pleased that the Elan Empire will be joining us as our fan guest of honor. The Elan Empire is one of the longest-running live-action role-playing fan groups in the Pacific Northwest. They are best known for their extravagant formal courts and cross-genre political functions, and they sure know how to throw a good room party. They, too, will be celebrating their 25th anniversary, which makes this year's convention even more exciting. If you're interested in joining in on the fun, or even if you just want to learn a little bit more about who and what we are, you can visit our website at www.rustycon.com. If you want to help out as a staff member, email me at webmaster@rustycon.com, and I'll make sure your request gets to the right person. Before I go, I just want to give you a little more information about our shooting location, the Seattle Center International Fountain. Built for the 1962 World's Fair, the original fountain had large iron nozzles that protruded from the dome and sat in a similar basin, but was surrounded by sharp-edged white rocks. Although it looked quite majestic, the fountain was redesigned in 1995 and rebuilt into the more visitor-friendly version you see here. To find out more about the fountain or the Seattle Center, please visit seattlecenter.com. Well, that's all we have for this premiere video edition of Radio Rustycon. Once again, to learn more about who we are and our guests of honor, you can visit our website at www.rustycon.com. I want to thank the Seattle Center for allowing us to shoot here today. And until next time, I'm JC for Radio Rustycon.